What's up, guys? Welcome back to All Wings Everything. I am your cook, Spinelli. I am the self-proclaimed wing king and the prince and ruler of all lemon pepper wings, guys. And if you want to learn how to make the best lemon pepper wings on the planet, click that link above, man. I'm going to show you just how to do it. Now, in today's video, I got an easy recipe for you guys, and it is delicious. I'm going to show you guys how to make bacon wrapped shrimp, but stuffed with jalapeno and cheese. It doesn't get any better than this, guys. So I hope you're in your kitchen. I'm already in mine, so let's go. All right, guys, so here are the ingredients we're going to use for today's recipe. Right here, we have some jumbo shrimp. And guys, you really want to use jumbo shrimp, and I'm going to tell you why in just a bit, why you want jumbo shrimp. Rather, I'm going to show you why. Right here, we have some bacon. We have some pepper jack cheese snacks here. So you want to get the pepper jack, or you could use regular cheddar. That's up to you. We have Creole Seasoning. We have 3 jalapeno peppers. You may not use all 3 jalapeno peppers, but I just got 3 out here. I'll tell you how many we're going to use. I have 1 lime, some cilantro. We have some spicy ranch dressing. You can use regular ranch dressing if you want to. That's okay. And we have some blackened seasoning. So these are the ingredients we're going to use. So let's go ahead and get everything set up. All right, guys. So here are the ingredients all measured out. Right here, I have about 12 jumbo shrimp here, about 12 strips of jalapeno. We have about 12 strips of our pepper jack cheese here, tablespoon of Creole seasoning, a tablespoon of blackened seasoning, 1 fresh lime squeezed. I have 2 tablespoons of cilantro. I have 1 cup of that spicy ranch. Remember, you can use substitute with regular ranch if you want to, that's fine. And I have right here, I have 12 strips of bacon. So these are the ingredients. So let's move on. All right, so before we move into the next step, I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I did to the shrimp, and also to the jalapeno, and also to the cheese, to make sure you're cutting it right. That way you can stuff your shrimp properly. That way it comes out exactly how it is intended to. All right, so I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, guys, so here's what I have here. I have my shrimp here, and I have my pepper jack cheese stick here, and then we have our jalapeno. So I'm gonna show you what I did with the shrimp. So all I did was, of course, you're gonna take the shell off the shrimp, and then you're going to cut it down the back, removing all the veins out of it. And what I did was, sometimes, I mean, when I clean it, I don't cut it all the way, to the bottom here, to the, through it. I, cut a little bit just to devein it, but you want to butterfly it as much as you can without cutting through the back of or the bottom of the shrimp. So you want it to look exactly like this, okay? So butterfly as much as you can, go as deep as you can without going through the shrimp, because you're gonna need to stuff all the inside of this. All right. So that's what I did with the shrimp. Now with the cheese, what I did is I took this cheese, this stick, and I just cut it in half. And once you cut it in half, what you're gonna do is you're gonna cut it again in half, that way and this way. So what you have here, you have about 4 slices. Now, I have big shrimp, so maybe I can put that in there in the back of the shrimp like this. If you have smaller shrimp, what you could do is you could just cut another in half again, and you could do it this way with this one. If you got big shrimp, you want to use a size by like this. If you got a smaller shrimp, you want to do it this way. All right. Now, in terms of the jalapeno pepper, what I did, of course, everybody knows how to clean a jalapeno, or you should. And what I did was I cleaned it out already, and I'm just going to take that little piece off of it. You don't really need that. And, just cut it down the middle here. And what you do is, you just get your nice, thin slice like that. Cut your nice thin slice like that. Like that. As thin as you need it. Yeah, something like that. All right, so you could do it that way, and it gives you these nice little thin slices like this. And so, because basically what you're going to want to do is you're going to take this and you're going to dump this and inside of here like that. See what I'm saying, guys? So you want to make sure that you have them pretty sliced, pretty the size of your, actually the size of your shrimp. So that's why it's best to use jumbo shrimp. That way you don't have these little bitty pieces you're trying to stuff into these small, medium-sized shrimp. All right, guys, so let's move on to the next step. All right, guys, so what we're gonna do now is before we start wrapping and stuffing our shrimp, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put our bacon into the oven. I've already preheated the oven to 425 degrees. We're going to let this cook for 3 to 5 minutes. We don't want to cook it thoroughly because, of course, it'll get too crispy to wrap around the shrimp. But as you know, shrimp cooks fast. That way it cooks evenly with the shrimp. So once the shrimp is done, we're ready to take these bad babies off, okay? So what I did, I just lined it with some aluminum foil. I just put my bacon on the rack. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick it in the oven for 3 to 5 minutes. And once I do that, I'm gonna pull it out and we'll continue with the recipe. All right, I'll be right back. All right, guys, so this is what we have 5 minutes out of the oven. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this cool off just a bit before we start wrapping them. Of course, you definitely wanna do that. You don't wanna touch this hot bacon grease or this hot bacon. So we're gonna let this cool for about, I guess about 5 to 10 minutes, and then we're gonna continue with the recipe. All right, be right back. All right, so while we're waiting on that to cool, let's go ahead and start preparing our ranch sauce or ranch dip. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna add our lime juice to the ranch dressing and our cilantro. It's just that simple. And we're just gonna give it a mix. That's simple, guys. And what we're gonna do is we're just going to reserve this until the shrimp are done. All right, see you in a bit. All right, so now let's go ahead and start seasoning our shrimp. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take our tablespoon of our Creole seasoning and we're just gonna sprinkle it over our shrimp like this. And I'm gonna get it over all of it. So I'm just gonna move it around a little bit, take the rest of it, sprinkle it over there. Move it around a little bit like that. And that's sufficient enough right there. Gives you a little that Creole kick to it. And right now, all right, so this is what we have, all right? And I'll see you guys in a bit. Seems like the bacon is cooling down, so give it about 3 to 5 more minutes and we'll be ready to go. All right, guys, so here comes the fun part. It's time for us to stuff our shrimp with our ingredients. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna start off grabbing our shrimp, of course, like that. And I'm gonna start off with putting the cheese inside along with the jalapeno. Now, guys, keep in mind, it's not gonna stuff that all the way inside. That's why you use the bacon to hold it in. And you got something like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to stick this over here on our cooking rack. I use the same rack that I did with the bacon. Now, guys, one thing you can do, if your shrimps are small, you can cut your bacon in half. But again, my shrimp are jumbo shrimp, so I'm not gonna cut my my bacon. I'm gonna use a whole piece of bacon. Again, I'm gonna put the jalapeno on top of the cheese because I want that cheese to melt directly on top of that shrimp. And we're just gonna turn it over like this, guys. Just like that. And guys, you already know this can get tedious and the bacon is, of course, greasy, but who cares, man? Who cares about all that? Don't be in my comments talking about the bacon greasy and all that. Man, when you eat this thing, you're gonna forget all about all that crazy stuff you're talking about. This stuff is great, man. And I love bacon grease. I love cooking with bacon grease. So I'm gonna do one more, guys, and then I'm gonna speed through it because there's no need to watch me do all this. It's really time to get to the eating. All right, so that one out and do it this way. And you wanna just start wrapping it around just like that. Guys, this is simple, very simple and easy. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish that out, and I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, guys, so this is what we have, guys. Take a look at this. This is what you want it to look like. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take our blackened season, and I'm just going to sprinkle it like this over the shrimp like that. Just sprinkle a little of that blackened season over like that. And you could flip it over if you want to and do the other side. I'm just going to do it like that. I don't want to aggravate my creation that I've already created. But also once it comes out of the oven, if you want to sprinkle a little bit more blackened season, you can do that. So that's what we have. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna throw it back in the oven on 400 degrees, and we're gonna let it cook for 15 minutes. We're gonna keep our eye on, again, guys, I don't know how hot your stove gets, so I can't tell you if you need to keep it in there for 20 minutes or 10 minutes, but we're gonna do it for about 15 minutes, keeping our eye on it. The shrimp is cooked thoroughly, and also the bacon is starting to brown. Now, once that 15 minutes up, we're going to take a look at it. If we feel that the bacon is cooked thoroughly, what we're going to do is we're going to throw it under the broiler for maybe about 2 to 3 minutes to let that bacon kind of crisp up just a little bit, not much. You don't want it too crispy, kind of crisp up and darken a little bit. Okay, guys, I'm going to show you guys what we're going to do. All right, I'll be right back. All right, guys, so this is what we have after 15 minutes. So now what I'm going to do, see, that's cooked thoroughly. If you could take a look at that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set the broiler and I'm gonna sit it in here for about 3 to 5 minutes, keeping my eye on it, making sure we don't burn it. But I want it a little bit darker than that. And I want the bacon to be just a little bit crispier than that. All right, now you can take it out like this if you want to, but this, the bacon is still kind of, I want to say, yes, I would just say use the word soft, but you want a little bit crispier than that. That's if you like your bacon a little bit crispier. I don't like it too crisp, but just a little bit crispier than that, guys. So I'm gonna stick it back in and I'll be right back with the final product. And guys, this is what we have here, fresh out the oven. We did about 4 minutes on broil. Let's take a look at this. Show you what we got. Look at this, guys. Take a look at that. Oh man, let me show you another one. Look at this. Oh my goodness. This is what we want. This is what we want. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get these bad babies plated up, and I'll see you guys in the next step. And there you have it, guys. Bacon wrapped stuffed jalapeno and cheese shrimp. That is a mouthful. Let me tell you, that is a mouthful. Shrimp, cheese, bacon, and jalapeno. I mean, that's like that combination can't even lose. It's not even a losing combination. It's a winning combination, guys. Take a look at this. Yes, this is delicious. And I did add our ranch sauce here with it. So guys, if you need the ingredients, it's in the video description below. Also, guys, if you're looking for the measurements, it's also in the video description below. And don't forget to hit that like button, guys. And if you like this video and you're watching it on your desktop, you should see a button under the video that says applaud. Man, click applaud and applaud my video, guys. Go ahead. This is amazing. You guys already know this is what you want as an appetizer. The NBA has started back, the playoffs. You want this at your kitchen table or either on your coffee table while you're watching the game. I'm telling you, this is delicious. Also, you see the all wings, everything merch below the video. Go ahead, guys, click on that. And before I get out of here, man, I'm going to try one of these things for you because I know you guys are wanting to know what it tastes like. So I'm going to grab this one here. Let's take a look at that. Oh, my goodness. All right. So before I dip it in the sauce, I'm gonna go ahead and just take a bite of it right now. Just see what it is. Look at that. It's good. Cooked well. It's good. Now, let's dip it in some of that spicy ranch sauce like that. See what it tastes like. Guys, you don't even know what y'all missing. Man, I love this. All right, so that's all I have for today, guys. Hey, and if it's your first time here and you like easy appetizers and you love good wing recipes, consider subscribing. You already gonna love the channel. You see what I got right here, guys. I know you love it. Don't act like you don't, because I know you do. So hit the subscribe button, like the video, and until then, you're here cooking with Spinelli, and I am out. Peace.